A ballroom with dancers and balls bouncing with a squeeze. Like a tight hug that you would receive is how the merry-go-round mindset can feel internally. Some type of uncontrolled yet controlled chaos in the mind that comes from not understanding certain emotions in life, understanding the terms and what it means, not understanding the actual feeling. Simply knowing the feeling from inside, giving it to others while not receiving it, when it come through, it becomes this confusing feeling in the mind. It does make you wonder, how can this be? I know I have loved others unconditionally, no matter what choices and what they have done. My favorite saying is, I won't yuck your yum. As long as that person feels authentic and good around me, then that is the feeling I have exuded to others, but really a knowing of the receive. Knowing they feel at peace in my presence and space, as I am often told I am the most easygoing person to get along with and complimented for my space. Because usually I have cool art or interesting things to see. And how I have treated society is, as long as you aren't hurting you or me emotionally, I have been accepting to everyone. But then again, I think to myself, what if they're treating themselves negatively with certain choices they make and just things in life that I do not partake? Like hard drugs, honestly. I've let others partake in them around me, while I have not participated in what they do. But is that them being unkind to themselves, if this is what they choose? Sure, they feel great to be around me. I'm letting them do whatever they want in my space when I don't even match that energy. They aren't even respecting themselves if this is what they choose to do to their body. Am I just providing this space and that's why they enjoy my presence in life? Am I providing this feeling to them of unconditional love since I don't pass judgment? I have just watched many times of the behaviors that have changed right before my eyes. Maybe they suddenly were able to talk more about any topic that they read, are friendlier, or it brings out a sexual side, or exudes a different characteristic from what I had seen before they entered my door so freely. Like, come in. And I mean my literal door to my home, wherever location that may be. But opening that door to my home opened the door to my internal home, my heart inside, which that in itself can affect me in my life. And now I'm stuck with you in my space, out of your mind, and I'm the one crying, unable to leave my physical home because I don't and I can't leave you alone. When this is exactly how I didn't want my day or night to be. With you, a person I allowed in my home without truly knowing what it is you do, and you did so around me. Times I didn't understand and know truth about people's choices and what they partake into until when they were with me. I've confused and I've always thought, hey, it must be me. And that's not true. Knowing something felt off or misunderstanding the energy as I walk into the bathroom and come out to a different human being, but I'm the one inside my mind trying to make sense of everything to figure out the wrong versus right. When really what I need to do is ask me my feelings instead of trying to ask what others think of me. I'm setting the precedence of society to determine who I am as a human being based on how much they like or dislike me. When really I need to set that bar and boundary inside. Not believe what other people say because they have tree of lies that I'm unaware of for me. Just because I meet someone once or twice outside my space does not mean that they are true and that is a true reflection of who that person is and what they partake. I don't know them enough to invite them in my home. When you never know someone until you truly know. But you can't just say, hey, want to hang out at my spot since it's opened and I think it's a cool space. I have to have so much respect for it that it's earned to come inside. You don't simply deserve to walk into my life because you asked me. That's great, but I worked hard to build and maintain this energy. I'd rather regret the no than the yes in life. I'd rather say I'm so glad I waited instead of I wish I waited this time. If you don't wait, you never know what you will see. And sometimes by then it's too late. They are there and you are stuck with them in this feeling that you never wanted to receive. I've gotten too scared to either kick people out or call for some help, remove them from my physical home, which led to more emotional crying. And the return of that person to me, well, I think that's great. They want to stop by. Allowed them back in my space again, honestly denying myself who that person showed me of how they are and who they have been. I didn't like you the first time. Is a boundary that is more than okay to set that precedence for you before you enter my life. Instead of me thinking, what can I do differently? Denying the different energies that I've been around earlier in the day before I even let them into my space. While they look at me in the eyes like it is me, caused chaos, eaten my food, used my couch to sleep, or passed out, whichever came first, they used me. While I stand there by myself thinking, this person claimed that they wanted to be around me. All they did was come over, use up my burst of space and my time. Like Winifred from Hocus Pocus, just sucked me dry with a straw. While I'm the one screaming inside. But really I should have screamed out loud to them, hey, get the fuck up and leave my life. You're not welcome here, and this won't continue in my space or around me. Instead, again and again, I would try like that was pretend. Okay, maybe it was me. No, it was never me, and I should never give it another try. I know who I am, and I know who I've always been inside. I would return from working long days, and I've seen many faces during my day, saw how others treat and conversate with me, and I felt accepted in many groups with many people for my open-mindedness, acceptance, and kindness in life. Yet I have allowed others to tell me who I am as a human being and stories that are absolutely not even true about my life. I'm guilty of doing this many times with people who I've let within my home and regretted that time. Not doing my own R&D, making that good judgment, and not just taking everything for face value the limited time they were around me before I invited them into my home, where you rest your head and where you are supposed to go to feel the utmost comfort to be alone, to cook, shower, and eat, not feel rushed or denied of your style, self-care, and activities. If I've said it before, I'll say it 1,000 times. Sometimes people call you because they don't want to be alone in life. When I think they must really miss me, I've rushed away from family and friends events, nearly received a speeding ticket because I thought I was valued for my time by another person. Well, I truly didn't value me. And it was taken away from my times when it was never necessary, and the feeling wasn't reciprocated by them towards me. But here I am running like I am guilty of a robbery when really they were the ones who robbed me of my life, stole many parts of it while they denied. I've received calls and texts claiming of the miss of me while I am working an event, feeling the sense of anxiety to rush and leave, to have my phone ring again only within 10 minutes. Oh boy, I must go. No, I should have set a boundary and said no. Stop calling me, all right? Instead, I would fly out of their homes to mine, where that missed feeling didn't continue, just a blank stare in the eyes. I would look confused as I would think to me, why does the energy of this person not match the texts that they sent to me? I swear I just received what I considered to be the most endearing thoughts, but that wasn't true. Well, I said, hey, the keys, they're under the mat. I'll see you when I get home. Wait. This is my home. Now I'm treating the person like they live with me. And that too is how that feeling transpired, where they felt so comfortable to stay and never leave, despite it being my space and my place, since I am the one paying the rent and have my name on the lease, yet I'm treating them like an equal in my life. That's not okay. And I can now see how the insanity cycle continues. Why wouldn't it be? Because let's be real, I have provided that space and time with little to no boundaries for my life. Oh, your friends want to come hang? Sounds cool, right? Except They didn't even ask me, which can open the door to even more chaos that I didn't want or expect. Too nice. Too nice doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to set a boundary. Too nice people will take advantage of you in your space and time because you let them. It's like you have the word sucker written right on the forehead while you walk around happy and others take advantage of your energy inside. I've taken pictures down and curtains because someone said they didn't like them, while I ended up not claiming me and my space inside. Like oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let me make you more comfortable within my life. Or keeping it up because it was my place and my likes. It is, however, humbling, healing, and provides clarity of how I should protect more than my body, my heart, my soul, my home, my inside, of anything that I have made happen for me. Whether it's my physical space, my meat suit that I've highly respected before any other human being. So the brain does not begin to squeeze so tight that you can't even think clearly, need hours of rest in life, unable to make proper decisions on the future because it feels so chaotic inside. Like this internal ballroom to me, with beach balls, tennis balls, basketballs, all bouncing crazy in the Byzantine, while people are trying to ballroom dance gracefully. Those two feelings, they don't coincide. So which would you choose? Chaos or organized? Because organized chaos, which is what I used to say about me, what is that? Like gym class, everybody grab a penny, blue, yellow, green, and separate teams. But this time, okay, beach balls, you bounce all over here to the right. Tennis, you get the middle, it seems, and basketballs, you can be on the left side for me. Just as long as every ball is bouncing, that's not an okay feeling anymore for me. Like some unstructured kindergarten class feeling where the kids have free choice in life to do whatever activity. Free play? No way. Not inside my ballroom, my home, in me, my Byzantine, because I didn't respect, learn, or set a boundary. Instead, be like the teacher that no one seemed to like. Have clear directives and set an expectation how I should be treated in my life. Hey, class is from 9 to 3. You must pick up and drop off 15 minutes before and no later than 3:15, or you will be fined. But this fine is different than what you may see on school's time, especially if it hurt my truth, dignity, integrity, respect to my reputation, me as a human. And you can look at them with confident eyes and an I mean it face. While you stare at them, look them up and down like they are fine. Whether they are or not. It's the look of, yeah, but you're not fine with me. What it is you are doing. Feel free to choose a door and leave. Imagine taking your fingers and backhanding them to say, shoo. Get out of my space like the good old days do. Get out of here. You're unwelcome because I know my rights. And I know you are wrong to treat me this way regarding my life. What happened to my regard for me? Well, it's up to me to decide what happens. And who are you for you to allow me to create this chaos in my ballroom, in my Byzantine? Because it truly causes chaos in the mind. So create the type of ballroom that you want to see for your life. It's interesting how the term ballroom is derived from the Latin word ball, since I think literal sports ball, but none are seen inside. What kind of dance do you want to do? Bachata, merengue, salsa, a waltz, or a good old ballroom? How grand do you want your hall to be within you? Imagine what kind of room you have internally inside. Is it brightly lit with large windows? Is it painted with gold and light whites? Or colors deep, blues and greens? Do you have curtains over the windows that are drawn open during the daytime? Or open windows where it's seen inside all the time? Imagine the chandelier you want to see. This is your light inside your soul. How big? How low does it hang? Does it have crystals all over it? Or does it look more like the candelabra from Beauty and the Beast. And make it as true as it can be. If you're barely even friends, before somebody bends unexpectedly, don't just bend when one is barely a friend. Claim your ballroom energy. Would your floor be wood, tile black and white, or marble that's shiny? How grand, how elegant, and how tall does the ceiling stand? Do you have round tables covered in white linens or an open floor plan inside for everyone and everything to dance freely? How close would you let others, and how many would you let inside? Would people be dancing cheek to cheek, parallel, or close enough to leave some room for the Holy Ghost in between? You can identify who you want cheek to cheek versus who you want to your side dancing. Inside your merry-go-round mindset, where your ballroom lays within you, this is your mentality. Use your chandelier to ignite you. Don't just close the curtains over the window. That, to me, your curtains are your eyelids. Open them so you can see. Just because your eyes are closed, it doesn't mean that the chaos isn't occurring around you just because you can't see. Set a boundary and create that ballroom internally for you to build and set your ballroom boundary and respect your integrity. I love you.